right, coming up next, it's a heavyweight collision between Khabib Nurmagomedov and Corey Overtime Anderson. All right, so here he is, one of the better ground and pound guys we have in the sport here at present. There's just an efficiency and an accuracy to the way he approaches the ground strikes. No wasted motion out of this guy.
Oh, it's an art form, John. It's the way that he goes at his opponents, and the moment they hit the mat, he secures them.
Oh, it's on.
He doesn't rush. He takes his time. He knows that it does not take much in order to finish a fight. So he'll find his posture. He doesn't waste time with his head in the chest just punching. He finds posture. Once he finds posture, he can get momentum to land the big strikes. Then he moves position. And then he goes and he finds another strike. Before long, you see his opponent's face swelling. You see the eyes all split open and beat. It's truly, truly amazing to watch him and watch his approach to ground and pound.
And great cardio allows him to stay heavy. We've seen a lot of fighters just struggle to buck him off. We'll see how it goes tonight. All right, so here he is, Khabib Nurmagomedov. His future, in all likelihood, is in the UFC Hall of Fame, but his present is this fight right now, once again taking on a fellow top 10, 155-pound fighter.
And when you've done everything that Khabib has done, that's all you see, is the best the business has to offer. Yeah. And after the McGregor fight, his star shined more brightly than he ever could have imagined. I know how humble Khabib is. I know how much he loves to live in privacy. Right. I understand that, but when you beat a Conor McGregor in the way that he did, he became an international icon, and it shows as you watch him in his pursuits of just opportunities and everything. But nothing is available to Khabib if he does not take care of business in this octagon. And every time he steps foot there, he does exactly that. One of the most dominant fighters the UFC has ever seen.
Going into that Conor McGregor fight, UFC 229, October of 2018, had about 4 million Instagram followers. Yes. How about 15 million? You got some catching up to do.
I mean, the next day, he was up to 10. It was unbelievable. That's what happens when you fight Conor McGregor, and you beat him.
Most lightweights say, top to bottom, the toughest matchup for them in this division is Khabib Nurmagomedov. We'll see how it goes for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 14 wins, 5 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Corey Anderson. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a grappler, holding a professional record of 29 wins, no losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of the Republic of Dagestan, Russia, Khabib the Eagle Nurmagomedov.
Okay, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway. All right, so here we go with round one, grappler versus grappler. This was probably the wrong week for me to skip combat sambo class, but what are your expectations for this one?
I expect these guys to come together, man. I expect them to come together, and we're going to see some fantastic throws, and not only just fantastic throws, but just jockeying for position. Even though it may not look that these guys are doing much, the little details in the underhooks, in the clinches, in the foot position, head position, is going to be very interesting to watch.
And they separate. Punch coming, it's blocked. Takedown defense holds up. Nurmagomedov's got the tie clinch. Let's see what he can do with it. Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. So there's that takedown defense on full display yet again. It's held up for him.
He does a fantastic job of squaring up his hips, getting his legs back, and understanding not to allow his opponent to get going on his takedown finish.
And they separate. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Nice.
Nurmagomedov's punch to the body rejected there by the defense. Nice job by the opponent.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Nurmagomedov gets the tie clinch here. Well, you start to really worry about the wrestling, and there's that left hand from Khabib.
Underrated. I mean, it's a very underrated part of his game, his ability to stand and strike with anybody in the UFC.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Corey Anderson. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Elbow blocked by Nurmagomedov. Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Oh, and he caught the kick. All right, so both fighters now sort of struggling for position here in the clinch. When you find yourself in this situation, what do you do to get out of it?
Anytime it's very tough, anytime you're chest to chest, you have nowhere to go, I think to myself, underhook. Whoever's winning the underhook is winning the clinch battle.
Anderson's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Again, he's looking for that left. It's not there. Oh, single collar tie here. Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end thus far.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting...
Oh, nice job to defend the takedown and scramble to his feet.
Punch over the top.
Under 2 minutes to go now in our opening round.
Oh, nice right hand.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
And he counters with a left hand. Oh, collar tie. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Big punch from the clinch.
Both fighters throwing heat now.
Big liver kick lands under the elbow. Nice punch lands over the top.
Really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC. Splits the guard, lands the right hand.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, that's a nice strike there by Nurmagomedov.
You're always thinking wrestling when you fight Khabib, but you better be very wary of his stand-up. He's developing this skill every single day.
Hook to the head there by Anderson. And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Shot to the body, turned back by Nurmagomedov. Single collar tie now. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch.
15 seconds.
Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
All right, so he lands a jab there. Pretty nicely done, DC.
You can really control a fight just knowing how to fight behind the jabs.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the feet.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks.
All right, let's look back at the previous round, DC, and the elbow is certainly a big part of the narrative.
Well, yeah, he's a tall guy. So if you're fighting him, you want to get close. But you don't plan for, or what you don't account for, is these nasty elbows that he's developed and that he uses the moment you come into range. Over and over, he landed those at a very devastating clip.
All right, here we go with round 2. Round 1, pretty good, not great, but some action on both sides.
We can't always hope for fireworks, John.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to deal with the ebbs and flows of a fight. In round number 1, you saw both guys have success. Let's see who really charges out ahead in the second round.
Oh, bleeding from his cheek now. That can't feel good. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Nice.
And they separate. Oh, a little single collar tie there. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Nice counter punch there. Again, we talked about the reach advantage off the top of the show. Certainly paid dividends for him there. Oh, big elbow.
He's mixing up his target. He's throwing kicks, he's throwing punches.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie. And they separate. And an immediate transition to the judo throw right into side control.
He's in side control. He's got a ton of options.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Back mount now. Under 3 minutes now remain in round 2. Anderson's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Nurmagomedov.
He's putting him in exactly the positions he needs to be in right now. He's able to relax here. And he understands, being a veteran of so many fights, that as long as he's on top, he's winning. He feels like he's winning here. He's attacking armbar now.
Continuing to try to manipulate the head here. And this might just be a matter of time.
He got it, John.
How about it? Gets the win by submission. Beautifully executed there on the ground. Take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission. That is a finish they will likely be talking about for some time. Big win, major statement made to the rest of this division.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 8 seconds of round number 2, declaring the winner by tap out due to an armbar, Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that if they could get this fight to the ground, they could find a submission. They found a submission. He got his hand raised in the way that he loves the most.